know. But you see, having done all of this and still on the statistics, it is claimed that we have a national population of 32 million people. 32 million people. Okay. So if you have a voters register, which registers people of 18 years and above, a lot of people are beginning to wonder whether indeed we could have a voter register of 18 million people.
First issue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whether you could, I mean, if you look at the demographics, whether you could have a registered voter list of more than 18 million.
Oh, it is possible.
But that needs to be investigated. I haven't done the investigation, but I think that it's important to look at that. And if you look at that, it will then give you an indication as to whether the register is bloated or not. You know, so all these theories about low turnout and so on, unless we've investigated this suspicion, we cannot come to any firm conclusions about what has happened. But you see, the conduct of the elections itself, I mean, the impression is given that it was all fine, everything went well, and so on. My experiences are quite different from what is being put out in public. Richard, in my polling station, I waited for close to 3 hours to vote. What happened?
Was it a queue?
It wasn't a queue. By virtue of my age, I don't queue when I go to polling stations to vote. You know that.
Yeah.
You know, by virtue of my age.
And beyond the age, this is...
No, just age.
Yeah.
Just age. You know. Randy, when we went, the materials for that particular line, there were 2 lines in the polling stations, A and B. The materials for my line did not arrive until about 1.5 hours after polling had opened. The ballot papers came. You understand? And they came without a stamp. The stamps did not come. And then we had to wait another 1 hour or so for the stamps to come. And then they said something else had not come. I am inclined to believe that this was deliberate. And if it was deliberate, the only objective could have been an attempt at voter suppression. Because how do you explain this? You know, and I know why I think that this could amount to voter suppression. But it didn't just happen in my polling station. It happened in several other polling stations. Voting started late. Now, when voting starts so late, especially in my case for 3 hours, what happens is that some people get frustrated, go back home, and never return. People who think that they don't have a lot at stake. So if you're looking at the number of persons, about 7 million persons who did not vote at all, these could be some of the reasons why they did not vote at all. Okay. Now, something else has happened that I think is most interesting, and has to do with some of the disputed, constituency results. My brother, how is it possible that you have pink sheets of the Electoral Commission itself, which are different from the pink sheets of the NPP and different from the pink sheets of the NDC? How is that possible?
It is possible.
Randy, we are now making impossibilities possible.
Yes.
How is that possible? Pink sheets. How are the pink sheets compiled? How are they validated? How can 3 institutions have different pink sheets?
It is possible.
Something went wrong. It's a clear indication of an attempt to rig.
I would be surprised if some of these electoral officials don't go to prison.
Because it's very
I'm
strange.
telling you.
Pink sheet. I mean, Electoral Commission's pink sheet is different from NDC.
Then you can have parliamentary candidates challenging results and they say they don't have pink sheets.
Yes.
Let's use the Electoral Commission one. We don't have.
That's one.
One constituency.
One. And then you have parliamentary candidates who, on the face of it, have lost elections. They say, we don't have pink sheets. What we have is a
scan copy.
Snapshot.
Yes, snapshot.
How is that possible?
But I think,
how is that possible?
Because there's another thing.
And pen rating.
In some of the constituencies. In the course of the coalition, people, because I do not have evidence to say that it's party A or party B, people rushed in there, took possession of some of the pink sheets and destroyed them. We've seen videos.
Where?
But if that happens, why would that happen?
A lot of the constituencies.
Why would that happen?
I've
That
seen
will
from
happen
City,
only in federal-
City Channel One, their platform. I've seen on
So you are saying it happened where? At the collation center?
yes, coalition.
Okay,
center.
so,
I'm not
so,
challenging you.
so
No,
what
I'm
about the records from the police
okay,
station?
but I know.
Because you see, Chief, the law.
If you allow me,
I'm coming, Chief. The law says that when the counting is done at the polling station and the people sign and everything, a copy should be pasted at the polling station. Why was that not done? Why was that not done?
I don't know whether it was done or
It wasn't done.
But if they can go and take what is in possession of the EC and destroy it, ripping what is pasted at the police station wouldn't be.
No,
a
but
problem.
why wasn't it
But-
done? It is because of transparency.
I
That is
agree
why we
with
put
you
that
that
in
I
there.
agree with you that those things ought to be done. And that
Yeah, you are can. They say something about stepping on people's balls. It's not done more than what? How do they say it?
Not more than 3 times.
You say it's how is it?
Impress.
No, the kids have gone to school. Yeah, how do you say? Uh-huh.
Now the point is that I wanted to let Angoshi know why it is possible for a political
You are
party,
still saying it.
and it's for all the political parties to have scan copies, because to even
No, I'm not
receive,
saying that it is
if
impossible
you allow me.
to have scanned copies. I'm not saying that.
See,
What I'm
to
saying is that-
receive those from the countryside, because what the political parties do now is do their coalition from the polling station.
No, I'm saying that
So
parliamentary.
when you scan them, and something happens to
I understand, but parliamentary.
can follow on that.
I'm saying parliamentary candidate. Parliamentary candidate in a constituency. You say you don't have your pink sheets. How is that possible?
We've seen even in some instances where these people are destroying some pin sheets.
Please. Just 2 minutes ago, you said you can't tell whether it's party A or party B.
No, I'm saying
Now
the
you
video.
say that you
That
saw
particular
NDC
video that I was talking about. That particular video that I was talking
You
about.
were
But the
taunting,
other videos that
you
I've
people were taunting NDC. They can't collect their results. They don't have pink sheets. They don't
seen,
have
the
whatever.
other
One
videos that I'm talking about,
constituency,
they
you
went
don't even have it.
and destroyed it.
Okay. So, I mean, for me, that is my worry. And I'm wondering to what extent in the previous elections these things happened.
A lot.
And if in the previous elections these things happened, to what extent would those elections which were declared by the Electoral Commission be valid if these things happened, you know? And it's a worry that I'm sure that subsequently would be investigated. Now, before the elections, one of the leading communicators of the New Patriotic Party actually announced that he had no doubt that the NDC could win the elections, and that if the NDC won the elections, the NPP had dwarfs who would move in and change the election results.
Who said that?
Who is that?
Maurice Ampa. Okay. No, can I finish? The dwarfs didn't show up. What happened?
They were caged.
Cage.
Yes. The dwarfs
sure.
were caged. They were caged.
Well, the dwarfs didn't.
Perhaps maybe he was just kidding or just making some.
He was not kidding. He spoke about his own personal experiences with dwarfs.
That
How
does
when he
come
was a
and vote.
kid, they used to go and play football with dwarfs, and how dwarfs used to talk and so on. He had personal experiences with dwarfs. You understand? But unfortunately, those dwarfs didn't show up this time. And I'm just wondering where the dwarfs went.
I mean, the final match will be 2028, so don't worry. We all organize ourselves. This is a.
With your dwarfs in attendance.
Oh, no. We don't have to us voting in MPP. We know, we understand that we've lost these elections. We congratulate the NDC and President Mahama on their victory. What a political party like MPP need to understand is that it's painful to lose an elections. But we also need to understand that trying to scale over 8 years in being in power is extremely difficult.
Okay. Now can I finish? Can I finish now?
Okay.
I mean, one of the other lessons that this election teaches us, is that not all those who thump their chest as researchers and posters and so on are genuine. many of them are absolute charlatans. Charlatans, complete charlatans,
Criminals.
who just sit in the comfort of their bedrooms and for whatever reason, usually undignified reasons, concoct things and put them out. And that has become so very clear, with this election.